How did we get this account to go from a $94,000 gain in 2021 all the way down to a $51,000 gain in 2021? Well, we did it by going through the reconciliation process that we preach here at Crypto Tax Girl. Hey everybody, my name is Joe and I'm a manager at Crypto Tax Girl, and I help people clean up their data and then help them properly calculate their gains or losses on their crypto. Now, today I'm going to show you how big of an impact cleaning up your data can have on your overall gain or loss that gets reported. So let's jump into an actual account and I'm going to show you firsthand how we were able to get that gain reduced by so much. Okay, on my screen here we have the crypto tax software cointracking.info. Now if you're using a different crypto tax software, you can still follow along and essentially take the framework that I give you here and apply it to whatever crypto tax software you're using. So in this software, I've loaded up all my wallets and exchanges, but I haven't done the reconciliation process. So what I'm going to do is go and pull a tax report so you can see what it looks like prior to reconciling the data, and then we can look at it after reconciling the data. So if I go to the tax report section and I pull a tax report for 2017 through 2022, as you can see here, 2017 through 2019, not much going on. Then in 2020, we've got a $26,000 gain and a warning showing up. Then in 2021, we've got about a $95,000 gain. And then in 2022, we've got about a $1,500 gain and 2 warnings showing up. So how do we actually reconcile the data? How do we clean this up? What we need to do is actually pull the data out of CoinTracking, and we need to match up our deposits and withdrawals to make sure there's no gaps in the data that we have. So that's the next step that we're going to go to. Now what I've got on my screen here is that data that I pulled out of CoinTracking, and I'm filtered on only deposits and withdrawals. And what I've done here is I've changed everything to green that does reconcile and everything in red does not. So for instance, if we look at this first line, we've got a withdrawal of 2 Bitcoin leaving this Coinbase account in 2019, but there's no matching deposit, right? So if you withdrew 2 Bitcoin from Coinbase and sent it to, maybe you had a Bitcoin wallet or maybe you sent it to KuCoin, we should see that matching deposit, right? But we don't see that here, so that tells us we're missing data, or this Bitcoin was spent or gifted to somebody, something along those lines. Now, as you can see, there's a lot going on in this reconciliation report, and I'm not going to walk through every single process. If you do want to get an in-depth view of how to go through the reconciliation process, we did just release a full course that covers everything from nodes to staking to NFTs to margin to missing exchanges and wallets. Everything that you can think of, we cover that in the course. So I'm not going to go through that right now, but I just want to show you that this is some messy data, right? There's a lot that needs to be cleaned up here in order for us to have an accurate picture of what we're reporting. Now we're back in CoinTracking, and in this scenario, I've cleaned up all of that data. I've reconciled everything that needs to be reconciled, and we can actually move on to pulling those tax reports. So we're going to pull a tax report and look at the difference between the unreconciled tax report and the reconciled tax report. So I'll go ahead and pull another report for 2017 through 2022. And this bottom report is that initial report we pulled with the unreconciled data. This top report is that new report that we just pulled with the reconciled data. So we'll just take 1 year and look at that in these two reports. So in 2021, on the unreconciled data, we were showing about a $94,000, $95,000 gain. In this new cleaned up reconciled data, we're showing only a $51,000 gain. So that's a huge difference right there. That's about a $40,000 difference in your capital gains that you'd be paying taxes on if you didn't go through that reconciliation process and this was your account. So as you can see, super impactful, and it's something that so many people miss. So please do not be one of those people. And if it's something you're struggling with going through that reconciliation process and cleaning up your data, please do not hesitate to reach out to Laura or myself. And you can also, as I mentioned, check out our new course. It walks through our entire process step by step and takes you through every single thing that you'll need to know to be able to do your crypto taxes on your own.